let it rip. Now I'ma let it hit. I'ma come at them with skills, make them wanna quit. Best believe I'm set to win. If you tested me, you better think again. Let it rip. Now I'ma let it hit. I'ma come at them with skills, make them wanna quit. Best believe I'm set to win. If you tested me, you better think again.
Hey everyone, it's the Gadget Guru. This will be my new segment I was talking about. I'm gonna call it Rebirthing the Gadgets. Basically, in these videos, there'll be a string of them. I'm gonna be analyzing my gadget deck. I'm gonna be taking cards out and putting cards in based on that analysis, and you'll get to see for the first time, because I've never shown anyone else how to do this, how I literally build my deck and how I test if, in my opinion, it's working correctly or not. So first off, the analysis. How I do the analysis is I record every duel I do. Every duel I do, I write down on paper or put in my laptop, which I have done. And I have 129 recorded duels with my gadget deck. This is over the last 3 months. Now what I do is I take those duels and I go through the game and look at what cards helped and what cards didn't. What cards were dead draws, what cards were good, how often they were good. It took me almost a full week to go through all of my duels and record values for each card I drew. Now you may say, well, that's all based on luck. You may not draw this card and it may be amazing. True, but I based on how useful it is when I drew it. That means what I want from a card is anytime I draw that card, when I draw that card, I want it to have use. I want it to be useful, and I want it to be able to help me. That's what you want. You don't want situational cards in your deck where if you go, draw, oh crap, that doesn't do me any good. And basically, every time a card helped me, I gave it a +1 percentage ratio. Every time it hurt me, I gave it a -1 percentage ratio. And they all start with 100% ratios. And the gadgets, I don't put a ratio on because, to be honest, like, all they're there for is fodder. I mean, that's what they do. Summon, search, summon, search, summon, search. So they don't get ratios. But every other card in the deck does get a ratio, and I go through it, and I see what the ratio is. So that's what I've done. I analyze my entire deck in its entirety, and I see what is good, what is not. I do it with the main deck, and I do it with the side deck. So it's really extensive. I don't just go, oh, that looks good, I'll throw that in. I don't do that. I analyze the deck thoroughly, and what I do is I analyze by trying to do at least 5 different types of deck in every duel. I've got 6 Samurais, Fish, X-Saber, all kinds of OTK decks. I do 5 duels of each, and then go down to the next deck. If the 129 duels are all 5 decks, and then a new one, and then a new one, and then a new one. If I recorded all the duels I did in 3 months, it'd probably be like 400. So it'd be against the same kind of deck, which I don't want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started. I wanted to let you guys know how that works, and then I'm going to go ahead and jump into the deck making now, and just try and keep up with me. I'll give you clues as I go, okay? Alright, let's start this. Okay. Hey everyone, this is the Gadget Guru. We're going to start with the monsters for the deck. And here we go. First monster, Trigodia. He scored a 92%. First of all, he was a really nice beat stick and a really nice defender, but moreover so, his ability to take monsters by ditching dead gadgets is inexplicably amazing. So, he scored a 92%, which guarantees him a spot in my deck, and I'm not going to mess with him. Next, my gadgets. As I said, they don't get a ratio. They're the whole point of the deck. So no ratio on them. Next is Cyber Phoenix. He scored a 90. Let me see. A 90%. He's really amazing because like he stops so many cards. Like he automatically makes D-Prison, And cards like Deep Prison dead draws. I mean, instantly. I summon Cyber Phoenix and they're like, oh, son of a. And then when they attack over him, free cards. So he's advantage and he makes dead draws. So I really like him. Kills Book of Moon, kills Shrink, kills Deep Prison, kills all that. Scrap Iron Scarecrow, all of that. So amazing card. 90% guarantees him a spot in my deck in the future. Next is Fossildyna Pachycephalo. This is one of the hard cards of my deck now. He scored 103%. Now, if you're wondering how that is possible, they start at 100% and they get plus 1% if they're useful. He was a dead draw a few times, but 99% of the time I drew him, bam, he helped me. I either set him and blew up a bunch of special summon monsters, or I summoned him and just instantly put so much pressure on them. A lot of opponents just scoop. When I summon him, opponents just go, no, I'm done. Scoop, enter scoop phase, fuck this. So, he's definitely 103%, which I expected no less. Fossildyna is an amazing card, and he saves my ass on a daily basis, so definitely guaranteeing him a spot in my deck. Alright, next card. 3 Raging Flame Sprite. Sadly, so sadly, she scored a 47%. The issue was, a lot of times I draw her, she's really good, but they have too many attack position monsters, and they can get over her. I mean, Deep Prison isn't a problem. Like, she's Deep Prisonable, but if they wasted Deep Prison, fine, I don't care. I'd rather them Deep Prison her than Fossildyna. But the problem was, I mean, every time I get her, I attack with her, I'll get like one attack through for 100, and then they'll either spin her or kill her. So, I mean, she ended up being more of a nuisance and a waste of a summon than actually helpful. Like I said, unfortunately, I love this card. She is angry. Possibly she'll end up going to side deck for when I verse Gravekeepers or Frogs, but for right now, she definitely has lost her spot in my main deck, sadly. So, 3 Raging Flame Sprite, I'm sorry, a 43% is not going to keep you in my deck. And that's all for the monsters.